Hi, I'm Peter Armstrong, founder and CEO of Leanpub. So I have some exciting news to share today around some author services we're launching, and this connects to an expanded version of our mission. So this is really important to Leanpub and to our authors, I hope. So I'm going to share my screen and get into it now. So I'm just going to start the keynote presentation. Um, so imagine the following project. Think about how long would this take and how much it would cost. Say, write a book. Now translate that book into 20 languages. And for the original book and all its translations, make audiobook versions. Now create a course based on that book. The course should include quizzes, exercises, multiple choice questions, automated marking, grade ranges, a certificate of completion showing the grade range you got, etc. And then take that course and translate it into 20 languages, each with all those features. That sounds really painful, right? Like years of work requiring a large team of people, probably cost hundreds of thousands of dollars and thousands of hours of time if you're building it all from scratch. And the reason for that pain is that every step is manual today, with no fundamental advances other than Leanpub in the past 30 years. So we asked ourselves, what if you could do all this with one click from one source manuscript while the book was in progress? Your book and your course could reach a global audience in their own language while it was being written. You could get feedback from readers around the world and build advanced grassroots support on a global scale while you were writing your book, regardless of whether those readers even spoke your language. And for me, this is really special because it's a natural expansion of Leanpub's original Lean Publishing mission. And the definition of Lean Publishing is Lean Publishing is the act of publishing an in-progress book using lightweight tools and many iterations to get reader feedback, pivot until you have the right book, and build traction once you do. And that's our definition from over 10 years ago. Our original vision was to build Lean Publishing, named after the idea of lean startup. And Leanpub launched in April 2010. Our motto was publish early, publish often. Our first customer was Eric Ries, who wrote The Lean Startup later on out of the ideas in his blog. Well, the first Leanpub book was actually Eric Ries's blog. And Leanpub originated basically applying the ideas of Steve Blank and Eric Ries to publishing. I wrote a manifesto about this just over 10 years ago. And exactly 10 years ago, I did a Tools of Change conference talk. The YouTube link is down there. So basically, I also wrote a book called Lean Publishing about our ideas. And this is the sort of origin of Leanpub, why we exist. And it's sort of been unchanged for the past 10 years. The original vision, we've just been executing on it for the past 10 years. And we've helped thousands of authors so far, paid over 12 million US dollars in royalties to authors so far. And this is good, but I mean, it's a success, but it's a niche success in sort of self-published, technical, like computer programming business books. Now, what's next? Why now? So for us, the 5 most important technological updates in book writing and course creation in the past 500 years are happening right now. AI-powered translations, instant translations. So AI is going to be able to translate a book into every human language. AI-powered copy editing and writing. So regardless of whether the text was typed or dictated, AI will be able to copy edit it, improving sentences and paragraphs, or just adding its own. Third, AI-powered course creation. An online course will be automatically created by AI from a book manuscript with automatically generated quizzes, exercises, and online marking. Fourth, AI-powered speech to text. Recognize speech? Well, books can now be dictated, and AI will ensure enough accuracy for it to be useful without massive editing required. And fifth, AI-powered text-to-speech, instant audiobooks. AI-powered text-to-speech will read books in a way which sounds human, maybe even more human than how I'm sounding right now. Now, all 5 of these fundamental advances in writing and in publishing are AI-powered and they're text-based. And Leanpub has already built the best plain text-based book and course writing and publishing workflow in the world. That's our unfair advantage. So we now have an expanded mission. Leanpub is building the best way in the world for authors to publish books and courses using lightweight AI-powered tools and many iterations to get reader feedback, pivot until you have the right book or course, and build traction once you do. Leanpub today for book authors is much like it was 10 years ago. Write in plain text, or you're in our browser editor, or using GitHub or Dropbox, or upload a PDF or EPUB file. Click a button, get an ebook. It's for sale in our store. You get 8% royalties. For course authors, same thing as it has been for years. Write in plain text in our in-browser text editor, or using GitHub or Dropbox. Click a button, get an online course with quizzes, exercises, automated marking, and certificates. It's for sale in our store, and you get 80% royalties. Both the book workflow and the course workflow depend on Markua. Now, Markua is a dialect of Markdown. Markdown is the de facto standard for writing in plain text to produce HTML. Markua is an open specification authored by me, and Leanpub is a proprietary implementation. Now, Markua evolved from Leanpub flavored Markdown, which has been used by Leanpub authors for over a decade. One of the reasons that courses are so important to us at Leanpub is, frankly, pricing. So books typically sell for $20, $30, $40 on Leanpub, because that's how people think about ebooks. But courses can sell for a lot more, say $50 or even $249, as in the example I'm showing here. An ebook, which is priced at $39, can be turned into a course and sold for $129 to $249. This is 3 to 6 times as much the price of as the ebook. And for us, we think this is a really compelling reason for Leanpub authors to create courses based on their books. And no one, by the way, this is a great deal for the reader too. The course is, as well as the book, because a course has many advantages that a book doesn't. Your company can buy the course for you to take and even pay for you to take it on their time. Because when you're doing the course, you do quizzes and exercises, get a certificate at the end, and your HR department can be like, yay, this employee is learning. Whereas I don't know of many companies that will just pay their employees to sit in a room and read books, unfortunately. So Leanpub is building the AI-powered book and course printing press for the internet. We're going to use the power of AI and plain text to automatically produce books and courses for the whole world in their own language. Our product mission has evolved a little bit. From one plain text manuscript, we will generate the ebook translations in dozens of languages, audiobooks of the book and all its translations, an online course based on the book, including quizzes, exercises, and automated marking, and online course translations also in dozens of languages. And eventually, we're going to be able to do all of this with one click. One single click, once. The diagram is complicated. The idea is simple. You write in plain text in Markua, click a button, get everything. Now, we're not there yet. So what are we launching today? 4 new Leanpub author services. So currently we have Leanpub author services that let you take one of your completed books and make a print book on Amazon. We also have an author service for converting an upload book, say, into Markua if you want to write in Markua. But we now are launching 4 new Leanpub author services. And we're Leanpub after all, so we believe in launching early and iterating. And so today we're launching the minimum viable product of 4 parts of our big grand vision. First one, Translate AI. It's available as a Leanpub author service for books which are published and are 100% complete and are written in Markdown, either Markua or a Leanpub flavored Markdown. The way it works is you pick the book you want us to translate, you pick the language you want us to translate your book into. Now at launch, either the source language or the target language has to be English, because we speak English, and so we can get some sense of whether things are working well enough. But if it was from one non-English language into a different non-English language, we might not be able to do quality assurance as well. We will preview your existing book, first of all, to make sure it works and to make sure there's no EPUB check errors. Then we'll make a new book for you in the target language in browser mode. Then we're going to use GPT-4 to translate your book into the desired language. We'll ensure that the translation is done properly, code samples are preserved unchanged, file names don't get translated, etc. The output from this is a Markua manuscript or LFM manuscript. Then we'll preview the translated book as PDF or EPUB and ensure that it has no EPUB check errors as well. And by the way, I say book here on this slide, it also works for courses for the same price. But on Leanpub, almost everything is books right now, so it's easier just to say book. The price is $249 per book per language. So it's $249 for every single language you want to be translated into. So say you have an English language book, you want to be in French, $249, German, another $249, Japanese, say another $249. And that might sound like a lot, but Leanpub pays 80% royalties. So if you have a $20 book, it sells for when it sells for $20, you get $16 per copy. And so if you sell 16 copies in a given translated language at $20, then you're earning $256 in royalties, which pays for the translation. So as long as you can sell 16 copies in a given language, the translation's free. Next, Edit AI. It's our second new AI Leanpub author service. It's for books which are published, 100% complete, in browser mode, and written in Markua. So the way this works is you pick the book you want us to edit. We'll preview it first, make sure everything's okay. Then we'll use GPT-4 and some custom prompt engineering to copy edit your book. We will ensure that code samples are not mangled. We'll ensure the file names are unchanged. And then at the end, we'll preview the edited book, make sure the PDF and EPUB both generate. There are no EPUB check errors, etc. And the price of this is $449 per book. Next up, Transcribe AI. This is our third new Leanpub AI author service. It's for books which are in progress, in browser mode, and in Markua. The way it works is you pick the book that you want us to use some AI speech to text on, and it must be English only. You upload some audio files, up to 30 hours worth, in Dropbox, and you send us a share request. Provide any instructions, such as if the audio is a series of podcast recordings, etc. And we will preview your existing book first, if there is one, to ensure that it still generates and there's no EPUB check errors. Then we'll use OpenAI Whisper to convert the audio files to text, and GPT-4 to do a lightweight formatting pass on the files. Then we'll preview your updated book as a PDF and EPUB ebook and ensure that there are no EPUB check errors. And that's Leanpub Transcribe AI. Fourth, Course AI. So it's available as a Leanpub author service for books which are published and 100% complete and written in Markua. Now, you have to create Leanpub courses in Markua. So if your book is in LFM, just upgrade to Markua first. So you pick the book that you want us to produce a course from. We'll preview the book to make sure it generates and there are no EPUB check errors. Then we'll make a new course for you in browser mode. We'll use GPT-4 to make the course based on the book manuscript with quizzes, exercises, automated marking, a certificate of completion, etc. We will ensure the course works by publishing a test version of it, making a free purchase of it, and completing the full course as a student. The price of this is $999 for the course. So since Leanpub pays 80% royalties, if you price the course at $129, you earn just over $100 per copy. So if you can sell 10 copies of your course at that price, it's free. So in sum, 4 new AI services: Translate AI, Edit AI, Transcribe AI, and Course AI. $249, $449, $649, and $999. We will be using AI to make your books better, translate them, and create courses from them. And in the MVP version of these services, we will be interacting with the AI for you. And the reason we want to do this is so we can get better at using AI and basically just develop the skills in-house to ensure the code we write is even better than it would be if we were writing that code without having a bunch of test books to work with. So this is us doing customer development. In the months and years ahead, we're going to offer all these services as self-serve services where you just click a button and it's fully automated, or you click a button and there's some interactive mode. And the eventual goal is to build the fully automated one-click workflow that I showed on the product mission slide earlier. Now, finally, there's a bonus. Magic AI bundle. So think about this. What could you do with this workflow? Take Transcribe AI, feed it into Edit AI, feed that into Translate AI, and feed it into Course AI, and then take the Course AI output and feed it into Translate AI. Well, first of all, what would this cost? Well, it's over $2,500. But what could you do? So it's a magic AI lecture or podcast bundle is what it is. You can take 30 hours of audio files, transcribe them, and these have to be in English for this magic bundle at launch. So transcribe these audio files into a Markua book, use Edit AI to do the copy editing. We'll preview the book. Then we'll use Translate AI to take the book from the Edit AI output into another language like French, German, or Japanese. Now we're Canadian, so obviously in Canada, if you have an English language thing, you might really want a French language version. This gets it for you. Then after you've got the translation, we also take the Edit AI output, feed it into Course AI to create an online course based on the book from Edit AI. And then we use Translate AI again to take the online course and translate it into the same language as the book was translated into. So from a handful of audio files, you get an ebook, which has been edited and translated, and you get an online course, which has also been translated. And the cost of all this is only $19.99. So that's it. 4 new services, all about AI. This is the beginning for us of a long journey that we know is going to take years to build everything that we want, but we're starting here and we really want your feedback. And yeah, if you have questions, email hello@leanpub.com or peter@leanpub.com. And yeah, we hope you really enjoy these. And we think that this will help our authors get their books into lots more languages. One thing we really are excited about is, I mean, there's lots of debate about, is AI good or bad? Is a service like this good or bad? But one really interesting thing to think about is it's especially good for people whose first language is not English, because having an AI translation lets you have your book in English. Now, for those of us whose first language is English, we're kind of spoiled. If I write a computer programming book in English, lots of people in the world can read my book because the primary value here is code and the explanations. And so even if the explanations are translated, even if the person's like ability to read the explanations isn't like native speaker of English level, people can still puzzle through it. And like, so basically, if you're writing in English and you write simply, lots of people in the world can read your stuff. But if you can't write in English, that's not true. So now it is. You can write in your language, click a button, and have an English language version of your book. And then that can reach everyone that can read English, at a business English type level. And that's, for Leanpub books, which are like mostly computer programming books, business books, technical books, that's a ton of people. So we think this is really important for lots of Leanpub authors, but especially for the Leanpub authors who don't write in English. So we're really excited about that for that reason as well. Finally, all 4 services and the AI bundle are available now. You can buy them from the author services page. To get there, you click the hamburger menu at the top right of the screen on Leanpub and choose author services. So we're really excited about these. We hope they help a lot of our authors, and thank you very much.